The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Indeed.
Sigwato just subscribed.
Thank you for the subscription, Sigwato. Now I don't know what to do. Suppose we could just load up Sonic Superstars. I'm not super excited for that. Rip Story is not great. I have played a little bit of it. I did mention like an unlisted games showcase. Because I did one of those like 10 years ago, and like people seemed interested in it. But I don't know. Like if I played a little bit of, say, Poker Smash, I'd probably just play Poker Smash for an hour. Love Poker Smash. It is a Tetris attack style game. I don't even know what Ascend Hand of Call is. How about we find out? Let's change all this patches. Load up the Twitch app. My stream description. Oh, because I logged into the stupid Stream Elements site, it's making me log into the Twitch app. And it is going extremely slowly. I think I kind of remember this game. I think this game was so terrible that they ended up giving it away for free. Which is a good sign. Oh wait, what do you... Why is the Twitch app asking me to log in through Stream Elements? Do I need to close and reopen the Twitch app? Yes. Where's my Peter dashboard? Stream Manager. Edit stream info. Is this even in? It is 118 followers. Open world action RPG. Wait, oh, this is one of those games, isn't it? Yeah, it's like multiplayer only. I have a couple games like this. Or games that have like a single player component to them that just refuse to boot up. This Ascend Hand of Cull game does that. Doritos Crash Course 1 does that. But not Doritos Crash Course 2. It's weird. Did I uninstall the first one? I must have. Oh no, it just took a minute to... Oh, it's just glitched. But like if I try and open the first Doritos Crash Course, it's going to tell me I need Xbox Live Gold. For some reason. Wikipedia claims it's an MMO. Really? Well, I know this is a single-player game. I've played this. I remember this. By the Dead by Daylight developers. It's on Steam, apparently, as free-to-play Ascend Reborn. Huh. Well, I'm afraid to touch my computer right now. Like, if I go to single-player... Is it actually working this time? The last time I tried this, it wouldn't work. Unless it really did just launch the second game. I think it did. I think this is just the second game. I wasn't paying attention to when it showed a logo. Remember Doritos Crash Course? Like, wow, I got this game for free? Like, what is this avatar I am? This isn't me. This is the second one, right? No, this is the first one. Huh. Last time I tried to play this, it didn't work. That's weird. I really don't want to play Doritos Crash Course. Though it does also confirm what I was thinking, because I have played Doritos Crash Course 2 fairly recently. And it's literally just this identically. Which is why I wasn't too broken up. Yeah, we're not playing Doritos Crash Course. Getting to the point where I need to trim my mustache. Other games. What has been delisted? That's probably been delisted. I mean, all of these technically have been delisted in a sense. Because the 360 doesn't exist anymore. They shut down the store. I don't think you need to see Settlers of Catan. Cthulhu Saves the World. That's a good little RPG. That's on Steam now. So is that. In fact, Curse of the Crescent Isle is on Steam with remastered graphics. If this will boot up, this is like the original NES style graphics. This just where it freezes. Used to be you'd get this disclaimer and then you'd push a button to get past it, but I'm pushing every button on my controller and it's not working. I think it's dead. We will never see. Wait. Oh, no. We just gotta wait. It's like with Sonic Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed didn't do too badly because I booted it up recently. But, like I said, it's like this memory stick, my 360 that I have my profile on. It's old and slow. Sometimes, fixing the tape on. Mistake of... Oh, that's weird. There it goes. Make the mistake of picking up. That's what I'm talking about. It is affixed with a lot of tape. There's my Sonic.pixel guy. Lights up. Been sitting on my tower for a while. There's my fridge. There's my toaster oven. It's too far. Right? That's good enough. This is a cute little game. Like I said, the remastered version on Steam makes it look a little more like a Sega Genesis game. Otherwise it just kind of looks like this. We'll button through the story. You can go buy the remaster on Steam if you want to read it. like, in terms of, like, Xbox Live indie games, this looked pretty good for the era. It's weird kind of Super Mario Brothers 2 kind of mechanic. Like, it controls decently well, which was another thing a lot of these Xbox indie games didn't really do. It's a little sticky. Like, your gravity's a little heavy. You accelerate a little stiffly. But it's good enough. It's charming. And you start, like, running into enemies that are, like, unique. So here's an hourglass enemy. I hit another enemy with the hourglass, and they freeze. Ah. Gameplay mechanic. I still haven't updated my stream to say what I'm playing, but we're not going to play this entire game. I'm just playing a little bit of it. I'm just more surprised it actually works. It's nice to know that all the Xbox indie games I downloaded however long ago, including the ones I bought, still work. Because the indie games, the storefront for that, to download those, that went down like when Microsoft launched the Xbox One, right? Probably even before then, really. Oh, the OG version is on Twitch? Nice. I would say this game is worth playing. It, like I said, it controls a little strangely, it's a little sticky, it's a little stiff. But it's got charm. There's a Jeremy Parrish reference later on. I don't know if anyone here knows who Jeremy Parrish is. He's pretty cool. He's the founder of Retronauts. I think now he works with Limited Run Games. That's all we need to see of that. But I own the remaster on Steam, and the remaster's good. Like, the pixel art looks really good, actually. I think he ended up hiring, like, a specific, like, real pixel artist. Not to say, like, those graphics aren't bad. The original graphics. But obviously, the remaster looks way better. Daytona USA got delisted. When I play this, I should dig out my Mad Catz wheel. Also losing viewers. Now I'm just kind of... Well, that's why... It's one of the reasons I tried to open the thing. We'll just put in game... We'll just do... Demos for Toby Fox. Okay. For what Toby wants with demos. But I have a racing wheel I usually play this with. You want to talk about, like, arcade games that are very short. This is very short. Because it's 3 tracks. And I shouldn't have picked the 8 laps track. I should have picked the 4 or the 2 lap track. Because this feels too long. But this got delisted like way long ago. The Sega doesn't want to pay for the license to Daytona anymore. Like Daytona, the track Daytona, which I think is what we're on right now, is a real track in America that Sega licensed. And like, I think these cars are based on like real Daytona cars, a specific make of stock car. And Sega paid for the license there too. Once upon a time, like many years ago, because like original Daytona USA arcade cabinets still make a lot of money in arcades. People love Daytona USA. Just the original vanilla normal Daytona USA. And there was a brief window, like, I want to say like 2013, 2015, where Sega tried to re-release the original Daytona USA in arcades with the licensing stripped out. So instead of being called Daytona USA, it was called like Sega Racing Classic. And it was just this exact game, but with all the branding taken out. So like maybe this track isn't like the real Daytona 500 track. I don't know about the cars though. I know licensed cars are the problem keeping Outrun and the Sega Rally locked away, because those are real world cars. How many quarters would this have cost? I mean, it depends on the arcade. Anywhere I ever saw Daytona USA, it was $1, when most games were like a quarter or 50 cents. If you wanted to play Daytona USA, you had to pay $1 for one credit. It was always one of the most expensive machines. You know, you pay for the best.
A new winner. Welcome to Victory Lane. You made it.
I made it. Like, I will just finish Daytona USA right here, right now. Like, you don't have to say anything. Like, it goes quick. My nose keeps itching. Look at all those developers. I keep trying to look for like Yu Suzuki, but he might not have been on this development team. GAMEOVER, game over, game over, game over, game over.
Now list your name with the other champion.
I keep waiting for like the ultimate version of Daytona USA, which has all the tracks from the arcade version, all the tracks from the Sega Saturn version, Championship Circuit Edition, and then optionally also has tracks from Daytona USA 2, Battle on the Edge. But like those Championship Circuit Edition tracks from the Sega Saturn version, which I own, by the way, they've never been ported anywhere at all. And that game has like 3 times as many tracks as the arcade version does. And they've only ever been available on the Saturn version. And it's not like a weird thing where like some weird team made up all these tracks that are kind of crummy. Like, there's a Sega Saturn port of Virtua Racing made by like Warner Interactive, right? And it's got like a campaign mode, and it's got all these weird extra features that like Sega didn't make. It's just Warner Interactive like trying to take this arcade game and flesh it out a little bit more. Championship Circuit Edition on the Saturn is like the same team, I think, that did the arcade version, just making more tracks. Or at least it's another team within Sega. And they're trapped on the Saturn version, where the game runs at like 24 frames a second and has like a draw distance of like 75 feet. I think M2 did this port. You would think, like, with the way they were doing the Sega Ages games on the Switch and adding like all these extra awesome features, like if you ever played like what was it, Galaxy Force 2 on the 3DS by M2, like they added new features that were only in the Saturn version of Galaxy Force 2 to the 3DS version. So in theory, if M2 did like a new version of Daytona USA, they would probably include those Saturn tracks, and that's what I keep waiting for. But Sega's cheap, they don't want to pay the licensing. So, we just get the arcade version. And only if you bought it before 2014 or whatever. Before it got delisted. Try to go easy on the car. Burn up the tires. Try to stay low in those turns. Can take you. Check your position. If you've never played Daytona USA in the arcade, it's actually pretty interesting. The seat has speakers in it to simulate you wearing a helmet. So like you hear like the messages from the pit chief like 6 inches away in your ear, and it's kind of incredible. It really sounds like he's in your head.
Believe in your power and reach for victory.
Matt Pooler just subscribed.
Thank you for the subscription, Matt. I think you made me get 3rd place.
Welcome to Victory Lane.
But it's still a podium finish. Love this keyboard rendition. Karaoke. One more track.
Now list your name with the other champion.
BLZ. Please select manual or automatic transmission.
Gentlemen,
Start your engine. Texture filtering in this could use some work. The mip mapping in the distance looks a little rough. Slow down. Man, and the pit lane isn't going to be until the next lap. Congratulations, Jeffrey. at how the world just ends on the left there. There was just a void of nothing. See it on the next lap. I'm not doing too good. This is like a hard track. Oh, that's only halfway through the lap anyway. You can't be satisfied without it. Sega Model 2. Ain't that the truth? This is a tough one. What's your excuse, though? Both of you just, like, stop dead.
White flag is out. This is the final lap.
Like, what's that guy's deal? He's all over the road. Well, there was the pit lane. Well, right now. Yeah, like, I literally crashed, like, basically where I would be coming out of the pit lane. Like, look on the left there. There's just nothing out there. I don't think there's like a handbrake in this game, is there? It's just gas and brake, but there is no handbrake. There's like a drift meter. I'm crawling up there slowly. I don't think I'm gonna get a podium though. I might get like 6th, maybe 4th. I'm driving like that, I won't. Yeah, this is coming up on the lap.
Congratulations, you placed 6th.
6th. Oops, I lost. Happens to everybody. Let's see, we did Daytona. What else has been delisted? Besides more Sega games. I think Dungeon Defenders has been delisted, but I don't care about Dungeon Defenders. Earthworm Jim HD. Yeah, let's subject ourselves to this nightmare. Ideally, I'd need my other Xbox 360 controller for this, but I don't have it. Checking my email again real quick. I don't know what level I left off on, and I don't think it matters. This game sucks. Yes, let's look at this amazing artwork. Back when Ubisoft and Gameloft were just like buying the license to random things and just kind of doing a bad job with it. Like, in isolation, this isn't terrible. But in terms of, like, trying to replicate the look and feel of Earthworm Jim, this is disgusting. Nothing sounds right, nothing looks right. Nothing feels right. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm not going to be kind about this. This still sucks, no matter what. They tried to add extra frames of animation, but, like, the hotspots are all messed up. So, like, Jim kind of jitters around a lot. They kind of messed up all the character designs.
Plasma!
The music sounds weird.
Plasma! Ow! Plasma! Ouch! Plasma! Plasma!
It might actually control worse than the original game does. And I'm of the opinion that Earthworm Jim does not control very well on its own. Like, just about the only thing that's good is that, like, Jim's voice sounds pretty good.
Uh-oh.
Like, this new, like, song, this, like, disco song for the boss, feels like a bad mobile game. And, like, look how slow the boss animates. Like, they have to put arrows to tell you where to go, as if, like, you can't tell.
Wee doggy!
Like, that's totally like a... We had a tester, and the tester didn't know how to get out of this place, right? So we have to put an arrow in here for certification reasons.
Yippee!
Nobody's allowed to be stupid.
Wee doggy!
And, like, this weird part where they include a level from Earthworm Jim's Special Edition on the Sega CD, and it's the only Special Edition level they include in the entire game. The entire rest of Earthworm Jim HD is just like the Super Nintendo version, except for this one part right here.
Yippee!
So weird.
Oh yeah! Yippee! Yippee! Plasma! Wee doggy! Oh yeah!
We try the stud course, why not?
Plasma!
I doubt it's that hard.
Plasma! Wee doggy! Plasma! Plasma! Oh yeah!
Yeah, see? Easy. Ignoring that one time I got it.
Uh-oh.
The sound effects being so wrong is what bothers me the most. It's like a lot of these sounds that Earthworm Jim uses are like iconic Hanna-Barbera sounds, right? They are like the cartoon library. And instead, like, Gameloft or whoever used like more realistic, normal sounds instead of like the stock sounds that were used because they were identifiable as like the cartoon sounds. Like the feedback on the box hitting the guy is terrible. His sprites look like garbage compared to Earthworm Jim. Like you can tell they gave Earthworm Jim a lot of attention to make him more detailed and whatever else. And I forget what this guy's name is, but you can tell that like they didn't do much to him. His name's probably something like really generic, like Chuck or something. Like this weird high score screen.
Groovy! 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 Groovy!
Anyway.
Groovy!
Yes. Groovy. Like, this is super weird, because, like, it's in proper 3D now. I don't think it benefits from that. It makes it harder. Feels like you have to dodge a lot less, too. Like, nothing will ever get me up here, you know? What a weird version.
Hey!
That doesn't sound right.
Groovy! Groovy!
Great.
Groovy!
Can we move on already? I think they also, it might be after this level, they inserted like a bunch of new levels into this version. Like they stopped inserting special edition levels and they just started making up new levels. Haha, we made hell full of farts. Isn't that funny?
Plasma! Ow! Plasma!
it's really easy to like double press your blaster too.
Oh yeah.
This background looks like trash. Like, I am far from an Earthworm Jim enjoyer. I am pretty cold on the original version of this game these days. Even untouched, Earthworm Jim is not a super great game, but this is definitely, like, way worse. And, like, the hot spots on that animation is a complete disaster. And for all the animation frames they added to Earthworm Jim, they took away, like, half the animation frames for this snowman. Like, this is disgusting. I wonder if this released on Steam, if there would be, like, a patch to try and fix it.
Oh yeah. Wee doggy.
Like a fan-made patch, I mean.
Ouch.
Like people tried to do with the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, Chrono Trigger, the Sonic Origins Ultra Fix. Would there be an Earthworm Jim HD Ultra Fix?
Yippee! Plasma! Plasma!
Like, look at that lives icon. Look how terrible that looks. That's just like the original graphic from the Super Nintendo, but they blew it up by 400%. And they didn't, like, bother to repaint it at all. So it just looks, like, really blurry and terrible.
Oh yeah. Ow! Ouch! Plasma!
This is the hard part. When I was a kid, I always got stuck on this. It's gonna be, like, even worse with how crap this controls. How awkward these animations feel. Yeah, dude. I don't think this is happening. I think Earthworm Jim's on the Sega Genesis app on Nintendo Switch Online. Might just be worth it to go play that one next. We have other unlisted games to try. Or delisted games, rather. There we go. Look at his face. I don't want to stand here and waste ammo, but... Great. Great. Like, Jim feels really slow now. It's terrible. This sucks. one thing I want to communicate to you that wasn't in the original Earthworm Jim. Now you hold the jump button to do the helicopter. You didn't have to do that in the original. You could just hold the jump button. You had to mash it to do the helicopter. And like, in some ways maybe that's better, in some ways maybe that's worse. It feels weird. It's messing up a lot of my jumps. Evil the Cat up there, very clearly just using an emulator smoothing filter. Barely redrawn at all. You can especially tell on his gun, which looks like really like smudgy and bad. Visually, this is worse looking than the Super Nintendo version. Because the Super Nintendo version actually has like a background for this level, this boss. There's like a scary demon face back there. It just makes you wonder, like, did anyone who made this version of the game, have they, like, ever played video games before? Did they ever play the original version of Earthworm Jim for more than 20 minutes? Because it doesn't feel like it. Like, why are there fireworks around Evil the Cat now? What purpose does that serve? It doesn't look cool, it just looks confusing. Honestly, with all the retro game compilations and things Limited Run has been doing, I'm surprised they haven't done an Earthworm Jim yet. If they're doing Bubsy and Gex, you'd think Earthworm Jim isn't far off, right?
Yeehaw!
I'm not even going to touch the controller.
Groovy!
How long is this going to take? I mean,
Yeah, groovy!
Groovy!
maybe not Tommy Tallarico. But we unfortunately live in a world where I assume people would be willing to deal with Doug TenNapel. It makes me sad. And that guy, from what I can tell, has tried to kind of rehabilitate himself a little bit. He's not as angry as he used to be. Though it was really weird. I didn't realize it, but I got linked to one of his videos, like last year, and he was more calm, you know, he was more normal. Like I said, he wasn't as angry. But like in the middle of talking about, I think it was Earthworm Jim, just in the middle of talking about Earthworm Jim, he just starts rambling about conspiracy theories. And how, like, I don't even remember it. I probably shouldn't even repeat it. It's just like, what has happened to your brain, my guy? I think he was like going on about like the woke mind virus and all that insane garbage. Just completely out of the blue. In the middle of talking about like Earthworm Jim. It was insane. That guy has lost his mind. Tommy apparently lost his 20 years ago and nobody realized it until H. Bomber Guy shined a spotlight on it. I could have sworn the new level was between What the Heck and Down the Tubes. 'Cause I hate Down the Tubes. This is usually where I stop playing Earthworm Jim. Because the tube race is terrible. Where the game like really pinches you. In fact, I've had my fill of Earthworm Jim HD rewormed or whatever they're calling it. Oh, the bonus levels are just right here. Cheap chaps chopping chips. I think this is the one with like the granny boss fight that's so terrible. We'll see what's up. Look how crummy this looks already. It's just like New Junk City, but with like photos of chips.
Ow! Ouch!
It feels more like a bad Earthworm Jim 2 level. It's not like a terrible idea for a level, but it looks like trash. It's so weird that this would be in just like a menu option called bonus levels. Right? Not even in the main game. Just here's 3 levels completely out of context. This might be the furthest I've ever played in this level.
Oh yeah!
I like this music, right? This is like stock music if I've ever heard it. Yippee! Just absolutely no personality.
Plasma! Yippee!
This is the kind of music you hear in like a Super Nintendo game based on a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Plasma!
Garbage. Oh my gosh. We're not playing all of these new levels. Not even sure I'm gonna finish this one. They're serious. This is not a remix now. Like, I'm sure it's like composed by someone, probably at GameLoft. But it just sounds like crap.
Oh yeah! Plasma!
I should have tried to tweet that I was still going when I came back from dinner.
Uh-oh.
Like, the frame rate just got really bad. There she is, the jetpack granny. Isn't that hilarious?
Ouch! Ow!
What are you trying to say with this boss fight?
Ow!
Oh boy, an Avatar award! Got Jim's super suit.
Groovy! Groovy!
I gotta equip that on my Avatar right now and stop playing Earthworm Jim HD. My Avatar that is definitely still something that is supported by the Microsoft ecosystem. What? I don't remember this. Is this going to tell me that avatars aren't supported anymore? Is that what it's going to do? Gosh, look at this Windows XP menu. No? That's it? No. Okay, file. Yeah, there we go. That's the perfect style right there. Great, so you cover it up so I can't see it. Great. Where's my Earthworm Jim shirt? Explosion, man. Dark song. Did I play Limbo on the Xbox? I must have. Is this super suit only available as like a full thing, like a full costume? Dress up? There it is. Boy, that looks like garbage. There's that. You can see my guy's face under it. What is that? Chase liquid prop male? What? That's disgusting. Eggman pants, apparently. Oh, and an Eggman shirt. Avatars were weird, man. I think that used to be my style for my guy. I didn't used to have this weird cat face. I only did that so I'd have whites for the eyes. No, this isn't faked. This is all real. I got that Plants vs. Zombies helmet fair and square. And that candy bucket. I think that candy bucket's from Costume Quest. 6 soap shoes. That'd be good. Like a good sub-alert sound. I'm running out of steam, folks. But we haven't met the goal. We're $19 away. I will keep going until we get that $19. Because I'm not out of steam yet. I'm just running out of steam. I'm getting close. We did what? Earthworm Jim? Oh, never again. That's been delisted, but you don't need to see Forza Horizon 2. Guardian Heroes has probably been delisted, but I don't think you need to see JoJo, because that's literally just the arcade game, basically untouched. Limbo. Guess I do own that. Play a little Marble Blast. I was playing this recently. This was another one of those games that was delisted like 6 years before the 360 went down. Because the Torque shader engine or whatever went bankrupt. The Torque engine, I should say. This is like 10 seconds away. Computer. Crazy. It's just... It is. I have taped it down so well. Yet it keeps trying to peel off. Oh, what I should do... repost about this real quick. What we could do, after I get done looking through delisted games, boot up some PS5 games, because I have like dailies I do in some service games. I'll show you guys Fast Penguin. There. On Blue Sky, we'll go Twitter. You know, Twitter sucks. You just like jam into this song. Ooh, going. Yeah. A goal. Okay. We'll do intermediate levels. You don't need to see the baby stuff.
Super jump.
will say this, I was like super nervous last night. I mentioned this at like the very start of the stream, 6 hours ago. Whenever I have to do a fundraiser stream like this, it makes me really, really nervous.
Checkpoint.
So I don't get very much sleep the night before, and it just can't be helped. It's just my disposition. Like, it's nobody's fault. It just happens. One of the things I plan on trying to do tonight is going to bed early. I'm gonna take a full melatonin tablet. I haven't done that in a long time. Because melatonin gets on top of me real bad. Usually I take like half a tablet, and that's almost too much. Because if I take half a melatonin tablet, I'll sleep for like 10 or 11 hours. If I take a full one, I will probably sleep for 12 hours. And there is such a thing as too much sleep. But after the last few days, whether we get this last $19 or not, I think I deserve it. It's the weekend. I usually try and take it easy on weekends. Not let myself get too stressed out by things, you know? Because, like, nobody's going to be hiring people on weekends. A lot of the places I applied for, they specifically, like, say their hiring offices are closed on weekends. That doesn't mean I can't, like, send in applications, of course. Probably should be. But I also need some decompression time. So I'm going to let myself sleep tomorrow as late as I want. And I will do my best to enjoy it.
Checkpoint.
Yeah, this is Marble Blast Ultra. I'm just kind of rambling, because to tell you the truth, when I hooked my 360 up a couple weeks ago, I replayed most of this game. I want Marble It Up someday.
Checkpoint.
Because that's basically the team that made this making a new game. Just not called Marble Blast.
Super Jump.
Because some middle manager company owns the Marble Blast IP. The brand name.
Super Jump.
Oh. It's a good game.
Super Jump.
It is maybe the first of these Marble games, and there's a lot of them now. You could boot up Dreams for the PS4 and find at least 5. And I don't even ask me how many are on Steam. It's gotta be a few dozen. Good night, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for the donation. It is very appreciated. Here's hoping I can find a job in the next 27 days. Because I don't think I can do a fundraiser like this again. They're hard for everyone. I might have done like really well getting the PS5 last year, but not anymore. Can't be a burden, right? Not enough being a bummer, right? I'm marble blasting over here. You know, for a game with like one song, it's a good song. The Marble Blast song.
Checkpoint.
I think this is another one of those games I never finished. I mean, it gets really difficult later on. Whoops. You know, it's one of those games, kind of like Meat Boy, where it's sort of known for being difficult. Later levels get kind of crazy. I mean, even these intermediate levels are a little steep, say. Really gotta like control your physics well. Pay attention to the environment. Thank you. $1 to grow on.
Catch one gar tip $20. Wow.
Wow. Gotta be careful who I say wah around.
Checkpoint.
For reasons nobody will understand but me. You know, gotta keep people guessing. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Just drop down here? I guess so. Well, puts me $1 over the limit. Like I said, now I get to futilely update to the next stretch goal. The first stretch goal. The stretch goal we're never hitting. Someone magically donates $600 all at once, and I don't think that's happening. What even was the first stretch goal for? It was like reading the Shadow Generation script, right? Like I would have to do on like a separate stream. When people are like actually awake and present to hear it. Of course, I have, what is it? 12 viewers between YouTube and Twitch? That's higher than average for me. It's just that I like to explain the joke. There's a streamer I know that is collecting voice clips of people saying wah and adding them to her soundboard. I probably don't classify as someone who would qualify for something like that. Just being facetious. Facetious.
Genre mode. Checkpoint.
Oh. That it? There's like square is colored weirdly. Do paths ever get thinner than the marble itself? Kinda, yeah. Where is it? Well, like right there. But those are like moving platforms. But you can, if you want, squeeze around in between these. Like if you really want to like monkey ball it, right?
Checkpoint.
But I'm no good at monkey ball. Monkey ball stresses me out.
Checkpoint.
And this isn't too scary. I mean, you can just ride the platforms if you really want. Those stopped moving. Maybe that is scary. What else? But there are more. Like, they specifically hide, like, secrets in some of these. On these really thin platforms. There are Easter eggs in this game, and they are literally just, you know, like Fabergé eggs you collect. This is, like, my favorite level in the whole game. I think the last time I streamed this level. Because this is just, like, it's a downhill run. And if you know how, you can get going real fast.
Checkpoint.
For a long time, this was a level where I was like, why don't they make a Sonic game like this? It's because this level is nearly impossible. Because you have like zero air control. Or very little. Oh, ad break soon.
Checkpoint.
I've spent a lot of time playing this specific map.
Checkpoint.
I think there was like an Easter egg right there if you bounce really high.
Checkpoint.
You can see my fastest time on that is 37 seconds. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Let's check out some harder levels. Let's go to advanced. You can see these ones start getting like sloped platforms on them, so they're harder to navigate, really thin, really big. See some really thin rails here. That's just like all thin rails. You can see some of these I don't even have par times on. This is as far as I've gotten, is this theme level. Oh, this one. It'll be 4.5 minutes. And then I've never done this level. Or never finished this level. Which is... it's kind of a maze. A gravity maze. Worse.
Checkpoint.
what was the par time on this level? Probably like a minute and a half or something short. Maybe even like under a minute. I'm just back at the start. I haven't found a single gem.
Checkpoint.
Wait a minute, I've been here.
Checkpoint.
Super jump.
Hard stuff, thanks for the congrats. That reminds me. I wasn't kidding. I'm gonna update the goal. Try and do it from my phone real quick while we listen to this song. Actually, tell me my email. Did I get anything else? Was the... was it restream? No, that's the other one. I want dreamelements.com. Can I tell it to give me the desktop version of the website, please? How do I get to my dashboard? Yes, it'll be. Streaming tools, overlays. Edit my Blaze custom overlay. Settings. Check this out. Enter. No. Save. Ta-da! It's amazing what you can do from your telephone. Now people are going to join the stream and be like, he said he was $19 away. Now he's like $600 away.
Checkpoint.
What a liar. And you know what, imaginary person I made up in my head? You're right. I'm sorry. Oh, there is a thing down here. Fudge. All my marbles gone. That's not even the joke. Could do some marbles on stream. Download that from Steam. Always a fun time when I see other streamers use it. Or is this on the ceiling? No, it's right here.
Checkpoint.
Now, how the hell do I get back? I think I'm right side up because, like, if you count like where the direction the sun is shining from, this feels correct. This feels right side up to me. Right, it's just over there. Wait, it's over there? Okay, yeah, because this is where I started. This, which way is the beam facing? The beam is facing horizontally.
Checkpoint.
Super jump.
Means what exactly? Which orientation do I need to be in?
Checkpoint.
This one? The beam going straight up? It is. Okay. Right. Words on stream? I've never heard of that. Is it like a Wordle thing or something? Honestly, compared to the par time, that's not bad. Time travel?
Time travel.
Or what? Do they really expect me to get all the way up here? I don't think there's like... Yeah, this seems marginally impossible. It's a guessing game that viewers can participate in. Huh. Wait a minute, I was doing this semi-wrong. I can come down here.
Time travel.
What is this one? Getting in or getting out of the half pipe is easier than getting in. If that makes any sense.
Time travel.
Because I can't just like race out here and then jump. I need to like go up. Oh wow. Thank you. Yo.
Kyo 234 took $50. I have to go to bed soon, but here you go.
Time travel.
Sleep well. Yeah, I'm gonna call myself too small brain for this. We'll stop playing Marble Blast Ultra. We'll tell you what, I'll run until midnight my time, which is in about 45 minutes. for 35 minutes. On M for delisted games, there's Ocean Drive Challenge, like an Outrun style game. We'll do Outrun first, and then we'll do Ocean Drive Challenge. I didn't used to like Outrun, specifically this version. But I don't know, it's grown on me over the years. Stretch. And I think Marble Blast Gold was the PC version that came right before Ultra. Because there used to be a lot of YouTube videos for Gold of people like getting world records and things like that. And it was a lot of the levels from Ultra. Ultra might just be the console version. Because I know like Black Diamond is a level in Gold and everything else. Maybe we'll just stream until this falls off my computer tower. Because it's getting there. It is very, like, it is almost 45-degree angle. When I lived at my brother's, I had it mounted up there, and it was perfect. It stayed like a rock. And whenever I try and mount it here this time, it just doesn't work.
40. Automatic transmission. Manual transmission. Outrun mode.
We'll do Splash Wave. It's the classic. It's what you come to Outrun for. Even though all those songs are kind of bangers. I put this on manual transmission because a lot of these arcade games are so simple that like manual transmission makes them more fun because you have more to think about. You know? I learned that with what was it? Midway Arcade Classics 3 on the PS2, I think I own it for. It's like a lot of old racing games like Rush the Rock, Hydro Thunder, Off-Road Thunder, so on and so forth.
I want to go far away.
And like Rush the Rock is an incredibly simple game. There's like almost nothing to it. It is so easy to control. It's not very difficult. But if you turn it on manual transmission, it's a lot easier. Or it's a lot more engaging, I guess I should say. Gives you something to think about while you drive, instead of just holding down the accelerator forever.
Checkpoint. What fun!
Like, to be fair, like this version has this really like great feeling drift system. I don't think you usually really need manual transition. Again, manual transmission. It is coming up on 7 hours of a stream here, folks. And as much as I'd like to keep streaming literally forever, at some point you gotta call it.
Checkpoint. How far are you going to take me?
Sitting here thinking about the future plans, about how I could just keep streaming, in the sense that, like, say screw it to the stretch goal of streaming every Wednesday and just stream every Wednesday anyway. Right? Like, who cares? That's such a nothing stretch goal. Like, what, I go from streaming once a month to, like, not even streaming as much as a full-time streamer?
Checkpoint. I want to go ahead.
I should just be doing that anyway, until I get a job. You know? Well, like, I've thought about that, like, sincerely. Even the 12 or 13 viewers I had earlier today, if I did that like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, that might not be like too bad if I get like consistent viewership like that. I don't know if that'd be enough to like pay my rent. It might be.
Are you going to give up?
If you combine it with like YouTube and Patreon earnings.
Congratulations.
Could be cool. There was an achievement for playing with stick shift. How about that? Well, that was Outrun Online Arcade, a delisted Sega game. Let's watch this very cute cutscene. With two very overdressed people having wacky antics. But it's nice to look nice, you know?
Best
I don't-
Outrunners.
I don't blame him. Caps. Blaz? No?
Game over.
Game over. There was a time where this version of the game crashed my old Xbox. Do I have a favorite arcade game? I mean, yeah. I have a lot of favorite arcade games. Daytona USA is pretty good. Although it's not my favorite, because, like, again, it's very short. I have a lot of arcade games on here. I bought Final Fight Double Impact. I'm not very partial to Final Fight. Sorry to all the Final Fight lovers out there. Stay up there. If I had to pick like a favorite arcade game, I'd have to boot up the Switch to show it off. It's a game called Mystic Warriors by Konami. If you've ever played Sunset Riders, it's like Sunset Riders with ninjas. And it's awesome. I love that game. Like, it's got incredible music. It's very, like, the sprite work is really good. It's got lots of, like, English in it, you know, like broken English written by Japanese people that's the kind of thing that I really love. I streamed it once, like 4 years ago when it first came out on Switch. I don't know if the ask went up on my Tumblr yet, but someone was asking me about rhythm games. And I don't think I've ever played a Beatmania game, or Guitar Freaks, or any of that kind of stuff. I've heard of them. I think I've played a Beatmania game. Like, it's a terrible way to play it, but I think there was like a Game Boy Color one or something. I played that. This is basically, this game is also on Steam, Ocean Drive Challenge. This is basically Outrun if Outrun had a story. And it's not supposed to be very difficult. It's just kind of like a chill game. But it has these little dialogue pop-ups. It's charming. For the $1 or whatever I paid for this. I enjoy it.
What is this? Hey, 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 what is this?
It's a good game. It's Ocean Drive Challenge. Like I said, it's on Steam. It was on Xbox Live Indie Games. If I remember right, it's pretty hard to fail these races. You have a time limit, but it's pretty generous. It controls pretty well. Glad somebody finally used the "Hey, what is this?" That's been in there for like 3 or 4 streams now, and nobody's ever used it. That came from some weird website where like you could use text to speech but make it sing along, and it would like automatically generate a song. So I just like picked a voice at random, and I picked like a song style at random, and I just typed in "Hey, what is this?" to like hear what it sounded like, right? And it gave me that, and like I died laughing because it sounds so ridiculous. Okay, it's getting a little tougher now. The road's a little more narrow, there's more traffic. I think I'm trying to beat that car. I think those are supposed to be the other racers. Don't quote me on that. It doesn't really look like it's tracking anything. There might be other cars on the road for all I know. But you know, if you played any amount of Xbox Live indie games, even something to this level of quality was a pretty rare sight to see. Because like the file size restrictions on Xbox Live indie games were so nuts. I think your game had to be like under 50 megabytes, right? Which even on the Xbox 360 was like stifling. You could barely fit anything in 50 megs. Maybe it was like 100 megs, I don't know. It was really small. Like they definitely didn't want you making like proper Xbox 360 games. They wanted you to publish like small little stuff like this. Like this is just pretty chill. Listening to some good funky music. Laid back, relaxed. Having a good time. As you do. Getting these little story blurbs about this lady whose friend was arrested or something. And all three of the playable characters, they have their own stories. I hope I can get her out of jail. This is definitely one of those games where manual transmission would probably make things a little more exciting. Sometimes you just want to chill out and read like the positive lesbian vibes. Uh-oh, game over. She couldn't get her girlfriend out of jail. Sorry, lady. And we were so close. What a good game. I should get this on Steam. I kind of forgot about it. But that's cool. I like that. That's interesting. We are on O, M, N, P. N, O, Ocean Drive. Poker Smash. Try not to pay attention to the fact that Prince of Persia went from a capital O on of down to a lowercase o. I think I played this a stream or two ago. Just because I wanted to. Like back when I was still living at my brother's. I just like this game.
3, 2,
like I said, it's just Tetris
begin.
Attack, but or I guess Puzzle League, if that's your deal. But it's just got like poker theme. This was back when like Poker Stars was a big deal on TV. And they actually tried to crowdfund like a PC version of this to release on Steam. And like they released a prototype and everything. And like they didn't meet their crowdfunding goal.
New challenge.
So like that prototype got like wiped off the internet. It doesn't exist anymore. I found it in some places online, but you know, you never know if that's like a malware file or whatever. Like there's supposedly a GitHub repo that is just the PC port of this game. But I don't trust it enough to try downloading it. That sounds dangerous to me. Do I look like Darkwing Duck? No. I do not, in fact, get dangerous. There are days where I'm too afraid to answer the phone. Kidding me? It's never happening. But what I'm good at is a little bit of Tetris Attack. Especially this version, which has like bullet time, and you can lay bombs, and it's rad. You hear like a cool guitar riff. Yeah, a little panel de pawn.
New challenge.
Actually really funny to me that because Nintendo can't call it Tetris Attack anymore, they put the untranslated panel de pawn on Nintendo Switch Online. But hey, I'm not complaining. I like panel de pawn. I'm very picky about which puzzle games I like. And that's one of the ones that I love the most. I love this. I think I have finished panel de pawn in Japanese on the Nintendo Switch app. Right? Because I just like it that much. I can't read any of the dialogue, but who cares? It's just a good game. Like a top 3 puzzle game. And one of the top 3 puzzle games is this. Even though it is ostensibly the same game. But it's just different enough. The poker theming helps a lot. You can get like full houses, and straights, flushes.
New challenge.
Goof that. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting that.
Challenge met.
He says right as he gets it. Jump the gun on that bomb. My strategy, if you can't tell, is to ride it right next to the line, start a little bit at slow-mo, and then dig myself out. It's the way I play these games. I don't remember much about Meteos. I know it's a good game. I've played it. I think I might even own it somewhere. I think my mom had it. When she died, I inherited it. It'd be with my DS, or wherever that is. I ran across my DS recently while I was unpacking things.
challenge.
I'm not gonna be greedy. I'm gonna try and
Met.
get a 4.
Full house. Full house.
I don't know how long this is gonna last, folks. In the sense that, like, once I get going on a game of this, I just kind of zone out. Definitely the puzzle thing of just puzzling. I have a bad feeling that, like, these songs are gonna get claimed. But if the VOD gets muted, the VOD gets muted.
New challenge.
What am I doing? And like, I know, like, watching another person play a puzzle game can be infuriating. I was watching... Yeah, it was Jeff Gerstmann. He was streaming the creator of ZSNES as an indie game in early access on Steam. And it's kind of like a WarioWare type of game where you're like changing between games rapid fire. And one of them is a puzzle game, kind of like Panel de Pon or Puzzle League, etc., etc., etc. And like watching him try and make matches in that was driving me up a wall. Because he was like missing so much. I was like, oh my god. Jeff, you're killing me. That's just the puzzle game curse, you know? I have probably missed like a bunch of like really big combos. Someone at home is like, what is wrong with you? The brain. You monster.
New challenge.
Ah! Wrong trigger. Oh well. Good enough.
3.
No! I will just play that game forever. That was Poker Smash. I wish that game was still around. Poker Smash is a good time. A very good time. If anyone out there who worked for Voidstar Creations somehow sees this video, you should try again with Poker Smash. It's good. I will buy it. For like 20 bucks? Like, come on, like, of course. I think I paid like 10 or 15 for that one. I would gladly pay 20 bucks for it. Again. To have it on like the computer with like 4K and all nice. I don't think I've ever played Risk Factions, and I'm not going to start now. I'll try Robotron real quick. Can't believe he gambled $600 away on Poker Smash. Hey, 549, okay? Look at the total. Nice font. Oh, boy. I think this was free from a friend. Like, they had, like, a code, and they're like, do you want Robotron on Xbox Live Arcade? Like, not really. I'm like, well, I don't have anyone else to give it to. I've sort of learned to appreciate this game since then, though. I think it was specifically this version, too, because this, like, turns it into a twin-stick shooter, which it was in the arcade, too, but no home port of Robotron ever played this well. You could just use the right stick, aim at people. Game over. Yes. B. B. That was Robotron. That was a very early Xbox Live Arcade game. I'm surprised it's delisted. But I only think it's delisted because it doesn't have a box art. Is usually what happens to delisted games. I'm not playing Sonic & Knuckles, I'm not playing Sonic 3. Maybe I'll play... Okay, no. We'll play a little bit of Sonic & Knuckles so you can hear how terrible the sound emulation is. Because I feel like some people don't realize just how crummy it was. Like, compare this to Sonic Origins or whatever. Even though Sonic Origins is a whole other kettle of fish. I've never played this version. Oh, hang on. No. Oh no. Oh no. Why would you do this? Why would you let me do this? Like smoothing on or off and it's a blurry mess. Oh my god. Backbone Entertainment, what is wrong with you? Honestly, this doesn't sound as bad as I remember. Maybe the sound emulation got better on later releases. Because like the version of Sonic 1 they use in Sonic Generations, which is based on the Xbox Live Arcade version, sounds like absolute garbage. Like just, it's terrible. It's disgusting. Like the pitch on the rings is all wrong. This just kind of sounds sort of normal. Like there's some issues where like the sound channels don't sound quite right. Like the warp sound is correct. This might have also been like a later release. Like, I seem to remember there was like a problem where both the Virtual Console and I think Xbox Live Arcade didn't get Sonic & Knuckles specifically until like way late in the 360. Am I making that up? Does anyone else remember that to corroborate that story? I know it was a problem on Virtual Console. I know there was some weird thing with Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles on Virtual Console. I just don't remember if that extended to Xbox Live Arcade or not. I feel like it did. This sounds fine. The drum sound is a little weird. It almost sounds too clean. Please. I know it's along the edge here somewhere. There it is. Like, that didn't sound right. That didn't sound right. Like, obviously, I'm not going to put in my Sonic Generations disc to demonstrate Sonic 1, but the way I remember Sonic 1 sounding, it's like... It sounds like a really compressed MP3. It's kind of got this, like, weird warble to it. Like that! What is that? That's definitely not correct. That spinning sound is bizarre. I'm getting tons of achievements, though. Like, that rolling sound almost hurts my ears. And it keeps getting cut off, too. That doesn't sound good. So yeah, I'm rescinding my "this sounds fine" verification. This does sound weird. I should have tried to, like, play as Tails. Will it let me play as Tails in single? No, it won't. Because Tails is one of those things sound emulation always gets wrong. Do I have Sonic 3 on here? I'm pretty sure I finished Sonic 3 on here. Tails, what do you sound like, good buddy? We're officially past the 6-hour mark. Means it's probably been like 7 or 8 hours since I started streaming. Story. What is with it with these games that, like, bypass the game's own menus? Weirdly enough, that sounds kind of correct. Like, it's really quiet, but that sounds right. That's weird. But you still get that. Isn't it something like... Maybe it's written in chat. No, it's not. I think it's the sort of thing where, like, if you own Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles on the Wii Virtual Console, it automatically upgrades to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which didn't happen with the Xbox Live Arcade version, right? That feels correct to me. That feels like what happened. And I think it was Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles that came so late in the Virtual Console lifespan. And a lot of people thought that they were just having trouble getting the cross-save compatibility or whatever cross-buy with unlocking the full version of the game. I will say this. I've been having the itch lately that I really want to replay Sonic 3 again. And this isn't helping. I could just sit here and play Sonic 3 all night. and I would be the happiest boy alive. Even this crummy version with the weird sound emulation on an Xbox 360 pad that is not designed for 2D games, using an analog stick to steer. I don't want to do this. I was trying to avoid that special stage. In fact, I don't want to do this either. You get the idea. I will abstain from my desires for now. If I do eventually start streaming on the regular, maybe we'll do it. But that's a big maybe. I'm starting up Sonic CD because I want to check something. While we're in the S's in my library looking at delisted games. I used to be at the top of a leaderboard in this. And I want to see where I'm listed now. If it'll let me look. Yeah, I beat the boss in under a minute. Because I hit a bug where I got trapped inside of his bubbles. And I was just bouncing around like crazy. And for a time, that put me at the top of the leaderboard. And I want to see how far I've fallen. Uh-oh. Are you gonna load the rest of this leaderboard? Oh, jeez, Bartman! In the top 100? Where am I here? I'm in the top 100. There you go. Pretty good. My one claim to fame. I used to be number one. Who else is like above me? Oh, it'll only show me these players around my score. Oops, I don't want that. Yeah, this is good music. And like, I've tried to replicate this bug, and I both can't remember how I did it, and I can't. And then, of course, all these people that just have hacked Xboxes in the top 10. And Sega never, even when this game was brand new, they did not care about hackers. I know the leaderboards for Sonic... Oh, it's a little loud? Weird. Sorry about that. I didn't even notice, because my headphones are kind of down. I feel like I know Foot Big Mike. I've seen that guy around. That's Kirby Master? He's like a famous Sonic speedrunner. Seeing if I recognize any names in here. Because sometimes I do. There was this one guy in the Sonic Adventure leaderboards who went by like #1 Sonic fan, and he always had like hacked times on the leaderboard, like 00000. And this was back when I wrote for TSSZ News, and I remember writing an article about it. Like, oh, I can't believe Sega lets hackers up on the Xbox Live leaderboards, and like they deleted all of his times. Well, he just registered a new gamer tag. It was like another #1 Sonic fan, and he just registered a bunch more hacked times. I think I've seen this guy around, El the Hedgehog. Cheater 712. Oh, there's Shen. Sometimes Xbox 360 games just come through really loud, and I'm not sure why. Like, if I booted up Sonic Adventure 2, I would have to turn it down even more. But I'm not doing that. I don't really want to boot up like a really long game in here somewhere. Guess it was just Risk. We'll do Sega Rally Online Arcade. This game's weird. I don't know how many people remember Sega Rally Revo by Sumo Digital. But this is basically Sega Rally Revo, but kind of retooled into an arcade game. And it might have been Da One and Only Sonic. I just remember his original gamer tag was like #1 Sonic fan, or like the real #1 Sonic fan. I think I still have the screenshots I took of the leaderboards back then. Here, we're not going to do a champion. Well, maybe we will. Got an ad break incoming in about a minute or two. Apologies for that. We'll do it. But anyway, this is based on Sega Rally Revo. It's a lot of the same systems, a lot of the same tech, a lot of the same cars, but now it's like an arcade game. I never really understood like what the difference was. But I will say this, people were like really unfair to Sega Rally Revo, I think. I thought that was like a cool little game. Like, I remember Ryan Davis of Giant Bomb, like being like really savage about Sega Rally Revo. Or maybe even it was this version. It's like, why would I play this crummy version of Sega Rally when I could just play Dirt 2? It's like, well, because one, Dirt 2 doesn't have these tracks. It doesn't have this music. This has like deformation tech in the roads. Like, if you'll notice, like cars leave like grooves in the mud, and like that affects your handling. It just, I don't know, when he said that, like, it struck me as just like kind of ignorant, you know? It reminds me, like, I go through like a lot of retro magazines. I don't go through a lot of them, but I have at certain points for like research and things like that. And if you go back and you read like a Game Pro magazine or like Die Hard Game Fan from like the mid to late 90s, like in between the release of Street Fighter 2, but before the release of Mortal Kombat, and they're like reviewing a fighting game like Fatal Fury or World Heroes or something like that, the reviews are always like really indignant. Like, we already have Street Fighter 2. Why do we need Fatal Fury? We already have the one fighting game we'll ever need for all of the rest of time. World Heroes is just a Street Fighter 2 clone. It's like, that is such a weird stance to look back on. Because we have so many fighting games. And yeah, like a lot of them are broken from the mold of Street Fighter, because that's like the standard fighting game, right? And a lot of games are like Tekken or Virtua Fighter or Smash Brothers or Mortal Kombat. We don't have so many Mortal Kombats these days, but we used to. But it's so weird to be like, we already have one game in this genre. Why would I ever play anything else? Right? This game plays fine. It's fun. I like it. I do not regret the purchase.
3, 2, 1, go!
Like, yeah, it's kind of corny and cheesy. It doesn't look as nice as Dirt 2. It doesn't look as realistic. But I don't think that was the point, right? It's not trying to look that realistic. It's just trying to look like a video game. And by the standards of the Xbox 360, I think this looks fine. And compared to some of the Dirt games that Codemasters released, I would rather play this than, like, Dirt Showdown, right? I own Dirt Showdown on multiple platforms, and I think I've only ever played that game once. Because it's just not very good. And this is a little vanilla, it's a little mediocre. It's not like the best at anything, but it plays fine. There's nothing wrong with a 7 out of 10 game, you know? And yeah, thinking about how we're coming up on 6.5 hours, 7.5 hours, maybe even 8. We're past midnight. I should call it. Like, my voice hurts. You might notice I'm starting to whisper. Or at least take the volume of my voice down. I have been talking a lot today. And who knows, like, my brain is jumping back to the idea of just streaming more often. I could just leave the total where it is, and then we could just keep going on the next stream, right? It was a fun stream, yes. I'll get some rest soon. But I want to finish out this segment, and then I will, like, I'm going to do it anyway. I might as well do it on stream. I will play at least one PS4 game. I will show Fast Penguin on stream. And maybe, like, maybe Multiversus. The weird final update to Multiversus. Because I am a Multiversus defender to some degree. I like that game. Or I like parts of that game. There are parts of it that obviously aren't so good. Otherwise it wouldn't be shutting down. And the final update is weird, like they changed the balance so much. And like the game speed and everything else, like it's a weird update. I don't hate it. I think it's actually what the game needed. A lot of people complain that Multiversus felt too slow and floaty, and I think that's because they were going for like more accessibility. They wanted the game to be easier to play than Smash Brothers. And Smash Brothers is a very fast game, like almost too fast in some aspects. So I think they were hoping to like cast a wider net with multiverses, and it didn't really work out for them for a number of reasons. So for this final update, right as they're about to shut the game down, it's like they turned the speed dial up about 10%, or about 15%. And all the fighters are way faster, the gravity's a little heavier. It's weird. But we're almost done with Sega Rally here. Usually I can't finish this track. There's one more track after this one, and you can only get to it by finishing this track without running out of time. Or I think you might even have to finish this in like first place. I've done it once. But that was back when I was like actually practiced at this game and knew what I was doing. Ooh! Yep, time over. And yeah, the limitless penny pinching of WB. There's a lot about multiverses where you could tell somebody was trying to pinch pennies. Like that game launched, like it has different tiers of difficulty, right? There's like easy, normal, crushing, insanity, and loony, with loony being the hardest difficulty. And when the game first launched and loony first became available, what happened was, oh, that's the game. I'm not starting Transformers Devastation tonight. That's a full-length game. We probably don't need to see The Simpsons. We probably don't need to see Toy Soldiers. We'll look at Turtles in Time. But like when Looney first launched, it was like a roguelike mode. You only got so many tries per day to finish arcade mode in Looney difficulty. And if you failed on Looney difficulty, you had to spend real money to buy another try. Like an arcade game, like you were putting in a credit. Really weird. And when that update went out, they were like, oh, sorry, we're trying to delete it. That's not supposed to be in the game. It'll be free, don't worry. It's like, what were you guys planning? And what metrics told you that this would be a bad idea? We'll do Raph.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Gosh, this game sounds like garbage. I lost most of my viewers on Sega Rally. Compared to Earthworm Jim HD, this has a lot more effort put into it, but it's still not enough. This is also Gameloft. This is also Ubisoft. Just buying random IPs. You're like, yeah, we can do an HD remake of Turtles in Time that doesn't play anything like Turtles in Time and doesn't have any of the iconic music, and all the voice clips and sound effects are extremely compressed. People will love that. Playing this cheap bootleg mobile game Ninja Turtles game that's claiming to be Turtles in Time. Right? That's what people want. These weirdly greasy foot ninja. And we'll use the voice actors from the 2003 cartoon, but we won't tell anyone about it. We won't like advertise that we're connecting to the 2003 cartoon. We're just gonna hire all those voice actors at random. But then they're going to be fighting classic Foot Clan guys? Even though those weren't in the 2003 cartoon? And Krang still sounds like his 1987 counterpart? I'm not even sure the 2003 actors are listed in the credits. Not even looking at the game, I'm just mashing buttons while I look at chat. Like, I finished this game. It's at least good enough to where I could finish it, where I could, you know, get all the way to the final boss. But I just know that means it's crap. This feels really quiet. Maybe I'm crazy. Like, if it was me, if I was like updating Turtles in Time, I'd like give like a dodge button, you know? Like, that's what these beat 'em ups were always missing, was like a way to dodge. And that's one of the things that Shredder's Revenge does so well. Like, you get like real combos, you get a dodge button. This you just get like mushy hit detection. And like really generic music. A game whose standard of quality is clearly someone saying, good enough. That's what I would describe this as. And like, I'm clearly hitting him. There's like sparks coming off his body. And it's not registering. That's the first boss. Yeah, I think I'm done with the Xbox 360. I do not feel like playing this any further than this one level. So let me hit my magic button. Well, first I gotta turn off the Xbox. Well, I can push the button on the PlayStation. Off the Xbox.